Hey everybody, welcome back to Delectable Perceptions with Ty. And today's episode is called Apple, Ginger, and Carrot Juice. You heard me right. Apple, ginger, carrot juice. So we're going to tie this in. Don't worry about it. We're going to tie it all in together. But I want to make sure, as you all know, if you're watching this video on YouTube, if you got the video, you're going to see me look over a few times because I am doing my notes. So I'm going to tell y'all first thing first. I am very grateful for you all tuning into my episodes and listening to my story, listening to how I overcome things. Because guess what? Sometimes a testimonial from me, from you, is the one thing that can help somebody overcome whatever difficulty in their life. So I'm going to show y'all how this apple ginger carrot juice helped me out, okay? So first thing first, I'm going to first tell you about this apple ginger carrot juice. Stay tuned with me. Don't leave yet. I love me some apple ginger carrot juice because apples is real sweet. Carrots like really kind of subtle, a little hint of sweetness in there, and ginger is spicy. Like you take a little hit of ginger, like, oh, that's cool, and you that's how you hit ginger juice. But apple ginger carrot juice is fire, y'all. Anyway, let me start this journey with you. Start this journey with me for you to listen. So we're gonna go back to 2020, about 4 years ago. I was a high school teacher. So if you already know, I was a high school teacher. I was teaching history. And when I was teaching history, I actually loved teaching. Teaching is my jam. I love teaching students. I like teaching them about history and how everything in history relates to today. Even if they don't think it relates to today, it do relate to today. So I realized while teaching in the classroom, I'm like, I cannot do this for the rest of my life. I do not want to retire in this classroom. So, with the support and like encouraging, this encouragement from my family, my husband, they were like, Tanetta, you cook really good, and maybe you should open up a food business. And like around this time, if you all didn't know me, after my second child, I really got into juicing. Like I really love juicing. Fresh fruits, fresh vegetables. It's good for you because you get all the nutrients. And I was just juicing. Like it helped me mentally, helped me physically. I felt like I was glowing. My body was bam, bam, bam from juicing. I lost a lot of baby weight. And then I really started experimenting with recipes because I like cooking. So, in December in 2020, I started my catering business, Tanetta Sells Healthy Eats. So, I'm based in Indianapolis, and I opened up a catering business out of my house. I started to get a lot of clients. Like, I had so much support. Like, it was an overwhelming positive support from my family, my friends. They were really out there sharing my posts. They were buying my food. And I just felt all the love. Like I felt so much love. It was like an overwhelming amount of support that was unexpected. And during this time I was teaching, I was catered at my house, COVID hit, so I like started cooking while I was virtual. And by 2021, I quit teaching. And it wasn't hard because I started to get so many clients. It was really hard to balance teaching and catering and doing meal prep. I thought this is what I was meant to do. I'm at the cook. I'm at to have this cafe on my own, not like a coffee shop type of thing. And the kind of lead up to that, started catering for big events. And yeah, y'all, I was making bank. I was making money, y'all. And during this time period, I was really catering for a lot of people. I would go to festivals and feed thousands and thousands of people. I would cater at conferences. I had contracts with a prominent college with their baseball and their volleyball team. I even catered for an NBA team. I was extremely blessed. And throughout this time frame, I did have employees. I even hired my high school students. Like, as I was teaching, I was in that classroom like, who want to make some extra money? And I would hire them to help me. But yeah, I hired my mom, my dad, my children got some money. They was helping to wash the vegetables. My boo, my husband. My sorority sisters. I mean, everybody was in it. They was in it to win it with me. And I thought it was all cool. It was cool for a while, like about a year or so. And I think when that second year hit, I was like, something is not right. Something ain't right with me. I realized after getting these orders, because I was getting a lot of orders, clients was coming in fast, and some days I would not have the help. Excuse me. And I noticed that I would stay up 24 to 36 hours, or it'd be longer to the next night of sleep. So I have two children, and my daughter was like, Mommy, stay with me, y'all, stay with me. She was like, Mommy, why don't you play with us anymore? You don't really help us with our homework. You're always tired. And I was getting irritated so easily. So I'm going to tell you something about Tanetta. Tanetta is like a naturally bubbly person. I'm naturally bubbly. I have a high amount of energy. Usually, I have a way to conserve my energy around people who don't know me that well because I don't want to scare you. I am literally like hype all the time. I'm hype. I got all this energy. I like singing and dancing and making jokes. But as my catering progressed, as I had to hire maybe 3 to 4 employees, and I'm noticing if someone doesn't come to work, I am fulfilling those orders. And that means somebody has paid me five, six, $7,000, 10,000, whatever they paid me. And I am staying up till the next morning preparing orders by myself. And at that time, it's normal. And y'all, that ain't normal. That is just not normal. If you're doing it, it's not. So I'm staying up, and I had an instance where I stayed up for 24 hours. This is like maybe the fifth time I did it. Not consecutively, but I done it. And I got to the place, I set up the food, everything cool. But on the way back home, y'all, I was literally hallucinating. I was thinking, after I packed up my food, got in my truck on the way home, it took me like 20 minutes or so to get home. But y'all, it was the longest 20 minutes of my life because I hadn't slept in like 30 hours. So I'm driving on the expressway, and mind you, y'all know when I say mind you, y'all know about to happen. Mind you, I'm like, what if I let go of the wheel and I just float home? I can float home. I can float. I felt like I was floating, y'all. But I'm gonna get into that in my next episode, my physical symptoms after not sleeping for several days. But I'm gonna talk about the mental ones. So I got home. Y'all, my children was not getting the best version of mommy. My husband definitely not. He know Tanetta's happy. I'm like, something ain't right. So what ended up happening, I started listening to myself. It's like an inner voice saying, Tanetta, you need to go talk to somebody. You need to seek some help. So I ended up going to a therapist. When I tell you, she unlocked several things in me I thought I didn't even need to know, but I did need to know. And I realized that I was burning out. I was burnt out. Top, bottom, left, right, north, south, east, west. All my whole body burning out. And what I realized from one of the sisters at the mosque I attend, she kind of opened up my eyes later down the line after I completely stopped catering. Whenever we have a passion and a love for something, that does not have to be your business. It does not. Because that can start building up resentment for everything you're doing. Just because you love it don't mean it should be a business. And that is what I actually did. I turned my love for cooking into a business. And for me, that did not work. Now, this is not to discourage anybody from opening up a food establishment because we need them. We need people out there to have more food establishments that opens up the minds of others, especially healthy eating ones, because that was my main business, a healthy eating company. But if you're opening up this food establishment, just make sure you know that you have help that's reliable, consistent, happy to be there, and you take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, because you are the only one living in that skin of yours. You're the only one who can change the trajectory of your life and live on that path. No one is in your body, listening to your thoughts, walking in your feet, going along in your body. You are that one. Make sure you listen to yourself if you all want to start a business, especially a food business. Also, you got to sleep, because whatever you're preparing, you're putting that energy into that food. I promise you, putting that energy into that food. And I was happy, y'all. I thought I was happy, but later down the line, I realized my last order, it was a big one, because I had help in the beginning to prepare the food, but I did not have help to pack it. I prepared lunches for over 100 people for a conference. And I found myself getting really emotional, because I knew for a fact it was 2023. This is my last order, but I was thinking I had enough time to pack these orders. I did not. And I had to pack, put all the food in these boxes individually, cover it up. So it seemed easy. Oh, I'm just putting food in the box and closing it. No, baby, I got so emotional. I did it, and I was like, this is it. I can't live like this. I cannot live like this. I ended up having to stop catering, which was a benefit to me, because my husband, he was like, Tanetta, something got to give. And I stopped catering. So I realized, y'all, this is the ironic part. Here's the kicker. My ministry is teaching. My ministry is teaching. I love teaching. But I don't like teaching in the confines of a classroom and sticking to state standards. Because, y'all, I got sick of it. These state standards. Can I create my own standards? But anyway, I love teaching. And that's what you all are going to see me do, teaching, but not in the classroom. So I definitely want y'all to think about this, like reflect on some of these things in your own life. Are you living a way that really supports your happiness and health? Like, are you living in a way where you live in day to day and it's not affecting you negatively, mentally and physically? Because why should we have to wait until we have a downward spiral? Like me, I had a mental downward spiral, and it was happening fast. I literally was sleeping everywhere. Like, if I sat down on the couch, I would be knocked out in like 0.2 seconds. And I'm like, that's not normal. Why am I sleeping so fast? We're going to get to that in the next episode. Physical symptoms. But the mental ones, you have to be very careful about watching yourself. And I also want you to do this. Like, if y'all have something that brings you joy, keep doing it. Keep doing it. Like, I literally love teaching, but I just don't want to be in a classroom having to report to the principal. So, I don't teach my own stuff. But, and to bring you joy, maybe you should listen to that inner voice. Keep doing it. Also, you got to set some boundaries. That's what I didn't do. I ain't set no boundaries. I just kept accepting clients, kept cooking food, kept not sleeping, and it ended up hurting me until I actually had to be forced out of the business, because, baby, Zanetta would have lost her mind. So, what I want you to do is, if y'all ain't started juicing, listen, try some apple ginger carrot juice, y'all. Like, it's not just a drink. It's really not. It reminded me of my life, of how I can balance out the sweet parts of my life and make it subtle and it's still spicy. Because Tanetta spicy like that ginger. It hit different. Like, I come in, you're like, oh, Tanetta cool. Then all of a sudden, you're like, oh my God, did she just say that? Yeah, I'm real sweet, but I'm spicy. I'm an apple ginger carrot juice. So, I want you to think about this. Remember your inner voice. Your inner voice is telling you what path you should be on. Remember, don't silence it. The more you silence it, the more you're actually hurting yourself mentally. So, stay on this journey with me, y'all. Stay on it. Stay on it. Stay tuned for my next episode about the physical symptoms and how it is affecting me to this day. But I love you all. Make y'all a juice. Apple, ginger, carrot juice. Juice it. I juiced it. I ain't blended up. But anyway, I love y'all. And I want y'all to have a wonderful, blessed day. See y'all later on my next episode of Delectable Perceptions. Bye. Okay. All right, so that's good.